Hi guys.
Hello.
It's Sam.
And Jay.
Ah, you just touched my bruise.
You're a mess.
I'm not having a good day, you guys. But I'm gonna power through it.
We're gonna watch The Bachelor.
We are gonna watch The Bachelor. Season 24, episode 2.
Yep, and I think it's gonna be dramatic.
This season is gonna be dramatic every day, I think.
Every day.
Yeah.
Yep.
We're super excited. So, we're ready. We're sitting. I've got my blankie on. I got my knit sweater. And we're gonna watch this.
We're gonna keep notes like last time.
Yeah, I've got my phone. We're gonna keep notes. Don't tell me your notes and I won't tell you mine.
I'm just gonna keep notes as they come along.
That's fine.
I don't want to, it's too hard to keep notes if like Susie did this and
Okay,
I'm just
that's
gonna
fine.
keep
Yeah, you
notes,
just keep your
like-
notes. Yeah, we'll just keep, just
As
keep
something
your notes
pops up,
and I'll
like-
keep mine. I'm interested to see what you'll notice versus what I'll notice.
yeah, I'm gonna do that way.
Okay.
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye. Oh my god, you need to go brush your teeth. You have so much salad.
I feel like the water pick is ideal for pre-filming.
Yeah. Hi.
Which photo should I post first, do you think?
The one where you look like a real nerd.
I would do,
The twist one is cool.
yeah, the twist one. I kind of like the one where you're
The-
standing up twisting.
Yeah, the Pretzely one's pretty cool too.
Yeah.
Lewis taught me that one.
Yeah, do that one.
He said that he can't do it, and I did it, and I felt proud of myself. You get so hard.
That's all I got.
Yeah, that's pretty good to be. Yes, you're quite a flexible little. It's because she's long.
Oh, right.
Long people.
Long people. I can't even cross my
Anyway,
arms.
we're about to film. Let me call you back.
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Sam and Jay.
Yes.
Oh, I said your name. So sorry.
That's okay. It's okay, Sam.
Okay, Jay. The sun just blasted us.
It's
I
really-
swear, every time we are like,
My neck
it's
is
fine.
white like a toy gun.
And then all of a sudden the sun is like, "Ah!" Anyway,
Sparkles everywhere. We're gross.
yeah.
That's what I'm starting off with.
Jay has a phobia of sparkles. Okay, so today we are doing our Bachelor recap episode 2. The one where the champagne goes up her nose. Oh gosh, this is so stressful. Okay, so your first note. What's your first note, babe? The sparkles
Well,
are
after
first.
they did everything and we were watching for a bit and they were, you know, just doing what they do and recapping for like half an hour. And then they got into the drama and then Kelsey got her champagne party taken away from Hannah. What are your thoughts on that?
Wait, I have more notes.
Oh, okay.
You're going out of order.
I'm not though.
But,
Okay. Sparkles everywhere, gross.
So Hannah and
I forgot about that part. I was so caught up with all that other drama.
stop about the champagne. You gotta start from the beginning. Hannah was in the room with Peter and she was getting awful touchy. She kissed him on the forehead. We were waiting for the kiss on the lips.
She
and
was-
he said no.
Putting her spell on him pretty hard.
She
I
was.
was like, there's no way. I mean, she had her legs on him,
He has some
arm around
serious.
him. I think he's really heartbroken.
Oh, he's definitely heartbroken.
Watching Peter after this episode and realizing what a horn dog he is, I feel like for him to walk away from Hannah, I really think he's heartbroken.
He's heartbroken for sure.
You know?
So you know what killed me in the heart was when he said, "I never said no to you." Oh, I just tweaked my back. Oh, yoga.
Oh. Yoga.
You know when he said,
That's what we'll say when we heard.
"Oh,
about
yoga."
that. Oh, yoga.
When she said, I don't know, he said, "You're the one who said no to me. I never said no to you."
Oh.
I just felt like dagger in the heart, man. That is hard. That's hard.
Right.
But then she had a glittery dress on, and what Jay was trying to say was the sparkles were all over him, and Jay has a fear of glitter.
I'm not afraid of it. I'm not afraid like it's gonna kill me.
He hates it.
It's just that glitter gets everywhere.
He hates it.
Anytime there's glitter exposed in the house, I notice it's on, and it like will twinkle on my shirt, or it'll get on my nose, and I'll be like, oh, freaking glitter. And then you wipe it, and then it's on your fingers.
And he's
then-
married to me.
It's horrible. And then you wash your
here
hand.
comes the sun again.
And then, so the poor guy had sparkles everywhere.
So then he goes down to talk to the ladies, and the first thing that I'm thinking is, these girls have got to notice the glitter all over his cheeks, all over his outfit. They've got to know that they were canoodling in the back room with the glitter.
He's covered in glitter.
It's
She's wearing a glittery
everywhere.
dress. He's like, well, we were
talking.
talking, and He's like,
yeah, right.
Yeah, right.
You guys were, she was trying to seduce you and kiss your face off, and you actually had some serious willpower and said no.
Yeah, please.
So that's that.
Covered in glitter.
He canceled the date.
Yeah.
He couldn't go through with it anymore. He was so flustered, he had to go back to his house and just collect his feelings. Which I think that was respectful that he did that.
I think
How
it
can
was
you
good.
go from like being all, I mean, that would be emotional, and then you're like, hi, let's have a great date. And technically, it was really good because then the girls didn't have to do that stupid awkward date where they talked about a sexual experience. That would be the worst date ever.
I think the whole date was really terrible.
Yeah. So that was a bit, yeah.
I
Oh,
didn't.
but then Natasha, she spoke out and was like, well, she is here. She's always been here. And I was like, ooh, I'm stressed out right now. Like, she does not hold back. I feel like when she is mad, you know it. Like, she will tell you, which I think can be good because then you're not like, you know, is she mad at me? Did she? Like, I feel like that's good in a way.
Whatever.
You know?
I mean,
But
she
it
had the
could
right
hurt
to
her.
say
It
something.
could hurt her.
As long as she keeps it reeled in.
Yeah.
And,
It
and
can get a little
doesn't
bit.
do it too much. For the show's sake.
Yeah.
I think it'll be okay.
I think so. What else are your notes? Where are you going to?
I put that they almost kissed and she needs to move on, and so does Peter. And then they had to talk, but covered in glitter, and I was like, LOL, honey, please.
That's what you put in your notes.
Then he cancels the date. I was like, kind of, you know, like, what a jerk, kind of.
You thought he was a jerk?
Well, I mean, at the same time, though, like, I think it was good that he did cancel the date for the other girls, but at the same time, the time is valuable in this show.
I get it.
Like, he could have still been like, you know what, that was crazy, girls, I'm covered in glitter. Like, this show doesn't exactly promote dating monogamy.
That's
like,
true.
Hey, girls, there was just one extra to all 15 of you.
Like, it makes a difference.
Doesn't really make much of a difference. Let me just get this glitter off.
Yes, but you're
Where
very
were
much
we?
that way. Like, you are very, very to the point, and like, you don't fiddle fart around.
No.
Like, you don't hold back.
So that's why I think he should have just been giving them all their chance, and then they would have been like, yeah, you're right, Peter, because they wouldn't have cared either way.
Yeah.
And then they would have spent more time with him, and then they would have all walked away happier, and then they would have still talked bad about Hannah. That's what I think.
Well, I would have done what he did because I feel like when I get my feelings, it ruins the mood for me, and I can't pretend. Like, I'm not a good faker. You're a good faker.
Oh.
You are. You can put it on.
I wouldn't call it a faker as much as just being awesome.
I would call it you're fake. No, but I'm not.
Oh,
like,
ouch.
I feel like it's very difficult. Shade. No, but I do feel like it's like when I'm in a mood, I'm in a mood.
I wouldn't say fake. I would say it's like, I could be like, wow, that really sucked. Put it in a jar for a minute, deal with what I gotta deal with, and then reopen the jar in bed and cry myself to sleep.
Yeah, whereas I am like, if I like
There's
have
no,
a feeling,
you have no jars.
like, I can't pretend that I like you. I can't pretend that I'm over it.
Yeah.
Like, if we're in a fight, I'm like, you get away from me. I don't want to look at your face.
I can compartmentalize real well.
Yeah, he's very good like that.
Not her.
No, I'm not good like that.
No, so, well, that's where we're different.
Okay, then Sydney, he was talking to Sydney. Sydney is so pretty, you guys. Her skin,
Oh, she's beautiful.
her coloring is just,
Her lips.
man, she's gorgeous.
Her eyes.
When they were talking, that's all I could stare at. I was like, she is so beautiful.
Everything,
Like, goals.
she's really pretty.
She's amazing.
Yeah.
Okay, then there was that really awkward dance with Mckenna. That gave me the shivers, but not in a good way. I was stressed out so much for that. I hate awkward dancing.
I put Mckenna provokes a dance and was really silly.
I don't like that at all.
Like, they're sitting down, and then she's like, how
So
would you
bad.
approach me if we were to dance? And then he does this
who-
weird little
first of all,
shuffle.
don't tell me how. Okay, let's pretend you don't know me. How would you do it? Don't put me on the spot like that. That's awkward. Don't pretend. Let's pretend we're in a different life. You're in this life right now. Just do what you're doing. Don't pretend you just walked into a room. Oh, can't deal with that.
I'm not sure about McKenna.
I'm not either. Just not my fave.
I'm on the fence about her. I don't know if they're making her out to be weird or if she is weird.
I don't know, but I was like, that was heebie-jeebying me. That was literally making my skin crawl. I couldn't deal with that
Maybe she
dance.
was nervous.
But I also hate dancing, so if anyone was like, show me a dance, I'd be like, you just need to leave now. We're not gonna
Yeah,
work.
we're done.
not gonna
Sorry.
mash.
Not
If you
marrying
want
you.
me to dance, you're out.
Okay, bye.
Okay, next one. Redhead got a kiss. I forgot her name is Lexi.
Lexi.
That was sneaky. I didn't realize. I think she was like a little underdog, and all of a sudden she's like, here I am.
She seems really kind.
She does. And I said that she was cold in the first one, and I actually think that I actually might like her more than I thought.
Yeah, I think she's really kind, and I bet she's pretty cool. She's probably really cool.
I feel like she's cool. Maybe that's where I got the coldness from, is because she's like probably just like super chill, like almost one of the guys in a way.
Yep.
Yeah. Where are you at?
I put meh about Lexi. I just put Lexi meh.
Why do you fluff me?
I'm not fluffing
You just said you thought she was really cool, but you have meh.
No,
here.
I do think she's cool, but she's meh. Okay, there's a different. These girls are either weird, drama queens, meh,
Why is the sun blinding us?
or like really hot and whatever. And she's meh.
Okay, she's meh.
She is. I'm on the fence with her.
Do you not have a thing for redheads?
Mckenna's. I don't like redheads.
I'm red right now. And if you're a redhead, I'm so sorry. My husband is such a jerk.
No, I don't dislike redheads. I prefer blonde haired girls.
I don't even have blonde hair right now.
You're a natural blonde. Way to create a bus and throw me under it. Oh my God.
Okay, now, next I have here, present for Madison.
You're a piece of work.
He gave her a present, which I thought was so sweet and so thoughtful, and I feel like he already loves her. Like, the way he looks at her, and here is the key sign of body language. When someone puts their nose up and nuzzles you and not even kisses you, just puts their nose and rests it, you know? Like, I can't because I have a hat, but when they just nose you, that's when you know they really, really like you.
That's when you nose?
But also, at the same time, her whole head movement was driving me crazy.
Girl, stop flipping your hair. Oh my gosh, I've got such long hair. It's so pretty. Oh my gosh.
It was too much.
Give me a kiss.
She would like go in and he's like, yeah, she's gonna kiss me. And then she'd be like, And I was like, okay, if you keep giggling and moving your head, I'm literally gonna lose my mind and I'm gonna scream at the TV. Like, it was driving me insane.
She was just all over the place. Like they were on a roller coaster trying to make it.
I couldn't do it. I was getting so frustrated.
Why?
But I still love Madison. I don't know what it is. Why she was doing it or why we were frustrated.
Do you think girls sit in the mirror and think, how do I look the sexiest? And she like bobbles around in the mirror?
I don't know. I think maybe she just does it and doesn't realize
it's like a habit with her hair.
It's like a cutesy thing.
Like when you see, like I mean you do it, but like not often, but some girls, they'll like do this little flip. Or they'll like...
Hair flip magic.
Yeah, that was totally hair flip magic.
Yeah, it was.
Maybe it's just such a habit that created...
It was too much. I was getting stressed out by that. That was irritating me. You know, I feel like the older you get, the more bitter and irritated you get with everything. And it's like, I feel so bad, like, picking apart these women. But like, I don't know what it is. As you get older, you're like, why are you doing that? Just be you. You don't need to act cute. If he doesn't like you, he doesn't like you. And he should get a life.
That's what we're doing. We're like, just be you.
Just be you. You don't have to be extra cute. You don't have to do all these silly things. If they want you to do all these silly things, then they don't deserve you. Okay, so next was the champagne drama.
Madison's still cute though.
Oh, we still love Madison. She's still our fave.
I mean, if I was out with her and she bobbled her head,
you probably would like it.
I'd just wait till she was done. Be like, you finished? All right, let's kiss then.
You finished bobbling your head? I don't know what you're doing, but hey.
I'd be like,
okay, keep still. No, I think you would get irritated with that.
I would.
You would. Okay, so next we're moving on to the champagne drama. So the champagne drama is that Kelsey was saving this special bottle of champagne that she got for her birthday. She saved it for like a year. She set it up over at the fireplace with a blanket, cutesy little situation, and this was her special moment. What
do you think? I need to know what you think. Do you think that Hannah actually stole the moment from her?
Well, here's what I think. First of all, maybe Hannah didn't know that was Kelsey's moment, because you know, she might not have. Maybe they don't mesh anyway, personalities are different, and so she didn't actually know. However, you see champagne sitting there and it's all set up as a date and you didn't do it. Don't you think you should be like, who set this up and who is this for? Because I didn't set it up and I didn't take the time to do this, so clearly someone else did.
But when they walked over to the couch, there was a champagne bucket next to the couch. I mean, there could just be champagne bottles all over the place.
It could be a situation where the producers set this up,
You know?
which they did.
Because,
and they were like, let's do this.
I mean, that Hannah girl, you know, whatever, I'm indifferent about her, but the thing is would she really go out of her way to and the fireplace is such a central place there.
Is.
She could have been like, oh, well.
He must have said that.
And who knows, Peter could have been, because he's the one that opened it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he was kind of wondering, like, what do we do? And then he's like, oh, hey, let's have some champagne. This will be fun, because I like to pop bottles of champagne, because he's done it like 3 times this episode. Maybe he played it in. You never know.
This is why I don't drink, you guys. It just creates drama.
You know?
But like, I just feel like
I think
if
Kelsey
she was
overreacted.
so excited about her champagne moment, then maybe she should have waited until she knew it's my moment now, and then she would set it up, and then, or she would just hold it with her if she was so sentimental about it.
That's what I don't understand.
Peter, I have this, I've been saving, I really want to have a little special moment and open it with you. And then he would have been like, okay, cool. And then that would have never happened. So she shouldn't, there's too many women. You don't have the house to yourself. You can't just lay something there. It's like having a cookie and putting it on the counter and then it being mad if someone puts it in their mouth. You should eat it first. Don't stick it down on the counter and get mad why someone took it.
Well, look at all the other people with their gifts and their things. They don't just leave them laying around the house.
No.
Everyone keeps, oh, look, I got you this for you. I pulled this for you.
Yeah.
I brought this for you. And then all of a sudden she just decides to leave a champagne, which everyone's drinking champagne and wine there, bottle laying next to the fireplace.
It was poor judgment on Kelsey's part.
I think it was provoked.
I think so too. I think the producers set the whole thing up to create the drama. You know that happens. And then I think Kelsey overreacted.
Well,
she definitely, like, I think she was a little drunk. She overreacted. And then Hannah just got the poop end of it. However, when someone says, I acknowledge your feelings.
You don't tell people
and I
that.
apologized. Oh, that's irritating. Don't say that. That's annoying. Because it seems super fake. It seems like, I don't really give a crap, but I'm gonna smile and act like I'm super nice. And that's what I think made Kelsey more mad than her opening the bottle, was that Hannah should have come over and been like, I'm so sorry. I had no clue. It was sitting there. I thought it was just set up by the producers. I'm so sorry. I feel awful. Like, how can I make it up to you? There's a different way to apologize and to come across as like genuine and real. Like, I actually feel super bad versus I acknowledge your feelings.
I acknowledge your feelings. What are these things you call feelings?
Oh.
My name is Hannah.
That's what made her mad, I think.
Powering down.
And that's why Kelsey said,
she's very robotic.
You're like a little princess, you're calculated, you're fake. Because it does come across as fake.
And you don't tell someone you acknowledge their feelings, you acknowledge their feelings.
Yeah.
You just do.
Also, she said, and we're moving forward. And then she walked away. But Kelsey was still upset. She hasn't moved forward. So while I think that Kelsey was out of line and did handle it very...
Because Kelsey could have handled it how?
She could have been like, they just popped my champagne.
Ugh.
And then she could have been like, after they had their moment, she could have gone over to Hannah and been like, you know, that was my champagne and I'm actually super bummed about it. And she's like, I don't know if you knew or if you didn't know, but that really sucked and that was my social moment and I feel like you took it away and I'm really sad. And then they could have just had a nice little chat.
Easily. And to Peter, for a guy's perspective, she could have come over to Peter with another bottle, whatever.
And just redone it.
Popped it with Peter and gone, I had another bottle for you. And he could have been like, what do you mean? Because that's how you are on the show.
Hannah drank it.
Well, you and Hannah drank it. I had it set up for you by the fireplace and then I brought it from home.
Yeah.
And he would have been like, oh, crap, I'm so sorry. And then he would have responded caring to her and it would have worked out in her favor so much
It was poor
better.
Judgment on her part. And then Hannah I don't think she came across as very genuine and that's what really spiraled Kelsey into her like...
It was a mess.
It was just
I feel bad honestly I feel bad for both the girls.
I do too.
They both
just
got
handled it badly.
I think they got manipulated a little bit.
I think so too. The producers are shady.
Makes for a good show.
It really does.
And they're going to talk about champagne bottles for the whole season.
Yeah. Okay, so the next one is Ariana Grande went home.
Yeah.
Which really shocked me.
She was cute.
Because she had the best ponytail of life and the best skin. So that was a shock. Peyton went home, but that was not a shock to me because she was the one that said 4 times. So I was ready for her to go. Then comes the fashion show. Have I missed any of your points?
I just put that if he does like you, because Mckenna stole twice. again, which hurt Kelsey's feelings right before the champagne. Oh, that's right.
It was all, and then the champagne shoved up in Kelsey's face. That was so amazing. I was having the worst morning. Such a bad person. I was having the worst morning, and I was like having just super pity party, and I was like in such a bad mood, and I yelled at Jay, and then the champagne blew up in her face, and it made me feel so great, and I was like, yes, thank you, I needed that. So thank you to Kelsey for that embarrassing, awful, awkward moment. That's totally something that would happen to me, because it made me realize that
life
it's
just
okay.
Is annoying. What is Squidgy doing?
She's playing with her koala.
That
was so embarrassing. I felt so bad for her.
You know, it's one of those things whenever your day is bad and you're like, man, my day is bad, oh well. And then it gets worse. And then something else happens, and something else happens, and then Peter comes over and he's like, well, it's okay, we'll have another bottle of champagne. You want to drink from the bottle? And she's like, I'm carefree, I don't care. She was just like,
that's when you just go to sleep.
I could tell she's like, you know what, I just want to go to sleep.
Yeah, that's when you're like, I'm gonna call it a day. I'm done with this day. I need to restart.
She was so defeated.
I felt so bad for her.
I felt so
that, and plus, like, how annoying would that be up your nose?
Oh, awful.
Oh,
makeup.
Oh, in your eye.
It's on the internet for eternity.
It's like so embarrassing. I just loved it though. It was amazing. I felt so bad, but I was like, thank you for making me laugh. Like, I just needed that. So yeah, I felt so bad for her.
I mean, she handled it really well though.
She really did. I felt awful. Poor Peter probably felt so bad.
I bet.
It was his idea. The freaking
and
joke.
he shouldn't have asked. He should have just poured her a glass.
Yeah, he should have been a gentleman.
Had a romantic moment, but he's like, here, you want to drink from the bottle? And
I would have been like, no thanks, I'm good, thanks. Okay, so now we're moving on to the fashion show. And this is what really, really, and I like needed to see this today, because Victoria has been kind of like this shy person, and at first, in the first episode recap, we said that we were like, why this horrible joke? Because she started talking about the pussycat, and I was like, I don't like that. But now I understand. She uses humor because she has no confidence. And I totally relate with that, because I can be very much that way, and I struggle with confidence. Like, it's one of my biggest challenges in life. And so I felt so bad for her when, like, all the other girls are super confident, and she was like just freaking out about having to model in this fashion show. And then she killed it, and she looked the best, and her body was bomb, and she was amazing. And I was like, for the unconfident girls, yes.
I loved her trench coat lingerie.
Oh my gosh,
kiss.
She looked so good.
I mean,
she nailed it.
What did I put? What did you Victoria put? Runway kiss. Yes, darling, walk this way. That's what I put.
Yeah, her like, body is bomb. Ooh. Like, I was so excited for her.
Walk on over here.
She looked so good on the runway. But it made me so happy, because here she was so like self-conscious and like no confidence, and then she just like killed it. But then Hannah stole the show.
Well, you know, that's just life.
I felt her pain when she's like, why does Hannah always have to win? There's always that one person that always wins, and you're like, why are they always winning? And you just get so irritated, and you're just like, I can't stand that person. And that's who Hannah is, and I don't like Hannah because of that.
But Victoria, she wasn't competing for the clothes though.
That's what we noticed.
And Victoria did win. She broke out of her shell.
She did.
She didn't care about the clothes. She said it. But Hannah mentioned the clothes numerous times.
And then mentioned, oh, plus I get a date with Peter. You're here for Peter, my friend. You're not here to win Revolve. That was a bonus. You should have said, oh, I get a special time with Peter, plus I get clothes. Winning. I mean, it's cool to like acknowledge the fact that you got clothes, but the main reason you're here is to find a husband. So let's not get sidetracked.
Victoria didn't care once about the clothes.
She could care less.
No.
She just wanted Peter. She just wanted to feel pretty. But in the end, she got the rose anyway.
Yeah.
So she won.
And Hannah was like, why didn't I get the rose?
Yeah, so I was really happy about that, because in that same episode, Hannah went and told Peter that Kelsey was bullying her. And bullying is a very strong word. They were in an argument, and Kelsey, she did say some unkind things, which she shouldn't have. They were rude. And Hannah was a robot. But I don't think that she's going out of her way to bully her. And so for Hannah to go over to Peter and say, I feel like I'm being bullied, I was a little bit irritated by that.
I mean, if she was being bullied, unacceptable.
totally unacceptable.
We're not condoling.
Yes.
Or whatever.
And what she said, like what Kelsey said, was wrong. Like she shouldn't have called her a B word. She shouldn't have said the things that she said. Like they were unkind.
She could have said, Peter, Kelsey's calling me names.
That would have been better.
Or Kelsey called me a B word or a whatever.
Yeah.
Or this morning Kelsey called me this, that, and the other, and it hurt my feelings.
Yes.
But to go and, I don't know.
I just feel like to go as
that's
far
a
as
strong
saying
word
bullying.
now. That's a big word nowadays.
It really is. And for me, bullying means they are consistently picking on you when people aren't watching.
Traumatizing you.
Like
and
just
like,
over and over again. And I feel like
know.
that was just a one-time situation. And it seemed like she was consistently bullying and bothering and being malicious towards her, and I don't think that was really fair to say.
No.
So I think people
Without
have to
proof,
be
too.
Yeah, I think people have to be careful with that word because it's like that's a
very
huge
strong
word. And I just feel like that was a little bit like
Well, and then I got frustrated with Peter because she's like, well, Peter goes, well, she told me you're bullying you.
and it came off as like kind of accusing.
An accusation, and
Yeah.
I believe Hannah, I don't believe you. And
Yeah.
Kelsey's like, well, I'm telling you I didn't.
Yeah.
Which I agree with Kelsey
However,
because it's kind of like, why is her word better than mine? We're both two girls that you don't know, that you've just met, and all of a sudden Hannah's word is better than mine. Like, she said I did, I said I didn't.
Yeah.
Bring some evidence to the courtroom.
Yeah.
I just found it kind of brutal.
You know
on
what,
Peter's
though?
part.
Kelsey should have said, you know what, I did call her a B, and I did call her fake, and I did say
Well,
she
she
was
did
a
say
princess.
that I don't like her.
Yeah, but she
we don't
didn't
get along.
actually say that she did call her those words, which is what Hannah said. Hannah did say she called me these words, which is true. She did. So I feel like Kelsey should have been like, yes, I don't like her. And you know what? We did get in an argument, and I did say mean things, and I did call her those words that she said I did, and I feel really bad, and I need to go and apologize for that. But I'm not bullying her. But she wasn't completely transparent. Neither of them were transparent.
It's tough.
It's very hard. I would not want to be a judge.
I wouldn't want to be on that show.
Yeah, that's too difficult.
Mm-mm.
So yeah, that was a bit of a stressful situation.
That-
I think both of them, again, they weren't both being honest, because she should have been like, hey, I really did call her mean things, and that was totally my bad, and my temper was all crazy, and I was all in the heat of the moment, and I was sad about my champagne, and it doesn't excuse it, but I'm not bullying her outside of that.
Yeah, not cool.
So I don't know, that was really difficult. And then what did we end up with? How did it end?
That's basically how it ended.
No, that's how we ended
And then
it.
it went into what'll happen next, and then the end with the first supermodel lady talking about not farting.
Janice Dickinson. I like Janice Dickinson because her face is aging like mine.
Totes. Well, when you gonna fart, cough.
Like of all
Or
the things that she
sneeze.
comes up with, she says that kind of stuff.
So that's about it.
So yeah, I mean, I feel like that was a pretty juicy episode.
There was a lot of punching and
It was a bit stressful for me, but then there was some really good moments where you feel like you connected, like with Victoria, for example. I'm really glad Victoria got the rose.
yeah.
I'm really hoping she sticks around longer. At first I was like, ugh, why would you say that? But now it all makes sense.
Yeah. I like Victoria.
I do too, and she rocked that outfit. She looked so good.
That's the thing with the shows, you can't believe everything you see.
Yeah.
That's why when we talk about this stuff, it's just the episode.
Yeah, well, and also I feel like as you get to know people more, things make sense. Like at first I was like, why is she being so like crude? And now I'm like, she uses humor because she has no confidence. Like you learn, like you peel the little layers back of each personality, and then someone who you didn't like, you end up loving. Someone that you loved, you end up not liking.
Right.
I still don't really care for Hannah though.
This is like when we talk about, if we talk about like This Is Us, we don't actually talk about the true person. We're just talking about
The character in the show.
Yeah, like Jack.
Yeah.
I don't know who Jack really is, but
Yeah.
Jack, the character, you love him.
I love Jack.
Or Randall. I don't know who Randall really is.
Yeah.
But Randall, the character,
We love Randall.
incredible. I love how he comes up in the morning and he calls everyone.
Good morning, my little turkey
My
giblet.
turkey,
Oh, like his
he's so
energy is amazing.
And like I just love them all.
Yeah.
So like.
So I feel like, I don't know, I feel like there's new people popping up that now I'm kind of rethinking my final four.
Well, they didn't really show Madison that much other than bobbling her head. Victoria, the only thing with Victoria though,
She's mopey.
she's a bit mopey.
She is. I
And
know.
you know, she did really well when she came out, and she gave it her all. But she was also probably they showed her slamming back champagne, which they were implying that she did it because she might have been drinking.
Yeah.
But then because she didn't win, she went off and cried. And it's like, you don't win everything. I mean, if everyone won, there'd be no room for anybody else. And there'd always, I mean, it's impossible.
But I think what she was frustrated about, because I get this, is that she's like, why did the one person always have to win? Why is it only this one person? Like, why can't I win for once? And I totally get it. Because it's like, you always see just the same people. Oh, they always get everything. And you're like, when is it my turn? I totally get that.
Maybe I'm just a winner.
It could be. You do have good luck. And I have bad luck.
Maybe.
But I do understand that, like, when she was with him, it came across as like a little bit like you're always having to build them up.
Yeah. Like,
and that can be a bit exhausting sometimes.
I think she'd be tiring.
Yeah, like emotionally draining.
Yeah, she's got a rocking body, whatever. Who cares? But the thing is, you know, that doesn't last forever. It's what's in here, and like, I feel like that would get. It could be a bit exhausting. Yeah,
I mean, I know for like personally, like I'm pretty much like always, but I know that the days that I'm feeling kind of in a slump like today, I know it's taxing on Jay.
Oh, terrible.
Because I can be a real misery when I do, and it hardly ever happens. Like most of the time I'm really bubbly, I'm super fun, I'm like, ah, but then I do get those days where I'm just like a mope. Yeah. And I'm just like mean to myself.
I can't deal with the mopey
and I can tell it like, it's hard for him to have to build me up when you're unbuildable. Like you cannot build someone up when they're like in that mood. So I feel like that might be something that would be difficult for her if you're always like that.
Yeah, and I feel like Kelsey, for me, would be, I wouldn't go with Kelsey because to fly off the handle so easily for a bottle of liquid is there's bigger things in the world. Or you have this mindset of I saved a bottle for something for a special occasion. You know, the world things don't always happen how you want them to. Yeah. And if you fly off that easy, I mean, there is a lot of things in the world that don't happen the way you want.
Especially when you have kids.
Especially with kids.
Yeah,
like the world
he wants to have kids.
Yeah, the world is not fair.
Things always get ruined.
If you lose it like that every time something don't work out. What a
your kids draw on the walls.
Oh, that'd be just like.
Yeah.
So
that would be exhausting as well.
I don't think I'm interested in either one of them.
Yeah.
Still Team Madison, and then we didn't get to see any Victoria P except when she got a rose.
Yeah.
But maybe
I really couldn't I didn't love anyone this week. I felt for people, like I felt for Victoria, but this week I didn't really
I feel like it was just a drama week.
It was really just a kind of filler. There was no real connections that like made you think like, oh man, they're gonna make it. Other than Madison again getting the present and then him touching the nose. So I'm still sticking with Madison.
Yeah. Yeah.
He loves her. I think so.
I think Madison.
And he still loves Hannah. I'm putting that out there.
Well, he definitely still loves Hannah. Oh, and that reminds me, where do we stand with our bet?
I lost. So I owe you dinner.
And you have to clean up
after too. No, I have to clean and
dinner
cook.
And dishes. Clean and cook.
Does that mean I have to do it today? Look, he's so excited with himself right now.
No.
When he does this posture, he knows he's winning.
No.
You're gonna save it for a day that I'm not a mope?
Yeah.
Save it for a good day? You don't want my sadness to go cooked into your dinner.
I'd rather save it for a different day. A day when I can cash it in.
Yeah.
Like I'll cook tonight. I don't mind.
Okay.
But a day where I'm just like, you know what, I do not want to cook tonight.
It's Friday.
You know what I want to do? I just want to do a whole lot of nothing.
Okay.
Babe, guess what? Ka-ching, Hannah, ticket, please.
Okay, that's fair.
And then you can cook for me. And I'll make sure there's lots of dishes in the sink too. I'll probably not run the dishwasher the night before.
That's sabotage and that's not fair. That's like saying, well, let me get my feet super dirty and smelling crusty for you to rub them. I wouldn't do that to you.
Oh, you would.
You're disgusting.
You would. See,
you make me
see how mean
sick.
she is? See?
Whatever. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed our thoughts this week. What are your guys' thoughts? Do you agree with us? Or are you Team Hannah? Or are you Team Kelsey? Or is there anyone else? I think that's just the drama right now.
Thoughts on, Hannah, Kelsey.
I'm Team no one.
Yeah, I'm not.
I don't care for either of them, to be honest.
They could both go home tomorrow and I wouldn't
care. Because I think, but they're very different. One of them is kind of sneaky you know, acts innocent, but you know she's manipulating you. And the other one is very direct, and I almost prefer the direct. I would rather you just be just straight up with me. I think they should both go home.
I think so. Hannah reminds me of how in the show,
Luke.
Hannah reminds me of Luke.
Yeah.
The behind the scenes stuff where everyone dislikes Luke, poor Luke, but everyone despises them because, you know, at the end of the day, they're still somebody's child.
Oh, totally.
And I feel bad for them. But at the end of the day, they are sneaking around doing terrible things to everybody, but then the Bachelor or Bachelorette doesn't see it.
They don't know. And
I feel like I think so. The character Hannah is being played.
I think so. Yeah, I think for sure. But you know what's funny is like we really disliked Demi on her season with
oh yeah,
Colton. And then we actually loved her in Bachelor in Paradise.
You just never know.
You just don't know. You might hate someone and then they turn it around and then you get to see the good side of them and then you're like, oh, they were playing us the whole time.
That's why they're characters to us in these shows.
They're not real because you just never know what they're manipulating you to think.
We love Demi.
We love Demi now, but I really didn't like Demi the first season, and I didn't like Hannah.
I didn't like Hannah either.
And then I really liked Hannah. So I feel like they're master manipulators at The Bachelor.
They're so good
like
at what they
you
do.
cannot outsmart them.
No.
That's what they do.
Play along. Yeah. Watch the show just like you would with This Is Us or any other show on Hulu or Netflix.
It's just
play along with us. And
they're so good.
They're so fun.
What was that show that we used to watch? You guys should watch it too.
Oh yeah, where they show that it's like a behind the scenes.
What was it called?
I don't remember, but it's like it's a fake show, but behind the scenes. I think it's Unloved or something like that. But
I've got to look it up.
It's a behind the scenes of a show similar to like The Bachelor or The Bachelorette, and the producers, and it shows what they do. And
okay, I'm gonna look it up. Bachelor.
It's really
show
juicy.
Behind the scenes. What's it called? Unreal. So good.
Watch it.
If you guys like The Bachelor and you haven't watched that, it gives you such an insight, and I guarantee this is basically what kind of...
It's got to be based on a true story.
It has to be what happens. But it is like, it makes so much sense, and then when you watch the show after you've watched Unreal, you're like, oh, that was a setup. The champagne was a setup. The producers were like, Kelsey, you should go set up your thing. And then they're like, Hannah, why don't you go over there and get some champagne? And she's like, okay.
Or do you ever see in movies when the person is talking and they have the view from behind and it's a scene?
Yeah.
And it's, the person is saying, I'm going to say hi, but the word comes out, hello.
It's different.
They dub it over. So there's always these like behind the head dubbing up, because you can remove audio from from a video clip and put it wherever you want it. And
oh man, they're so good. But you guys have got to watch Unreal. You will binge watch it. It's amazing.
Super good.
But yeah, that was our thoughts on episode 2. Stay tuned next week. Next Tuesday, you'll get to see our thoughts on episode 3. But tomorrow, we will be watching This Is Us. And tomorrow afternoon, evening, whatever time we end up being able to get it up,
juicy.
We will be talking about This Is Us, because these are our 2 shows, The Bachelor and This Is Us. That's it. That's what we like. Those are our 2 shows that we're obsessed with. So we'll be talking about This Is Us tomorrow, and I'm so excited because they left it off like such a cliffhanger.
Yeah. I don't want to give any spoilers.
Trouble in Paradise.
In case you haven't watched it, but oof.
Yeah, so thank you guys for watching. Please give us a thumbs up if you enjoyed this or at least found it amusing. Leave a comment down below. Who are we still loving? Are we Team Kelsey? Are we Team Hannah? Are we Team No One? And just leave your thoughts down below.
And thank you, Hannah Beast, for leaving so I could eat her without cooking it.
Why is this camera? I don't understand. I just don't get it. The sun is just not working for me. But anyway,
you look beautiful.
Thank you guys so much. We love you.
I love you.
I love you too, baby. Bye.
Okay, bye.
Bye. We need a thumbnail. What's it gonna be? We don't have any champagne, do we?
I got Jameson.
Do you have any champagne?
No, I don't have champagne.
Dang. Well, we can't hold Jameson. That wouldn't make sense.
No, it wouldn't make any sense.